Hi everyone, it's Catherine. So today I am going to be doing a full review on the new Better Homes and Gardens holiday wax melts that came out, and you guys can get this at Walmart if you don't know what brand I am talking about. So they came out with 9 new scents for this holiday season, and I actually wrote down a couple of notes. I tried to do some intensive research on the scents, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion and the strength of the notes, so let's get started. The first one we have here is apple and incense, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, this one does not scream holiday, winter for me. This is more of like a fall scent. Now, apple and incense is citrus and cinnamon weaved through amber, applewood and oriental incense infused with soft vanilla bean and clove bud, cashmere musk, and amber. Now, I actually finished the wax, but it was like a medium toned red shade. Now, smelling it on cold, it has like this very strong spice note, and that's from the clove bud and the cinnamon and citrus. It warmed so strong, guys. This is a potent scent. If you love strong cinnamon apple scents, this one is the one for you. It was about a 4.5 out of 5 with how it warmed up. It lasted about 2 days for me. I had this in the bathroom and in the hallways and the upstairs floor in my house. So it's very fall-esque though. That's the one turn down with these scents, because they don't scream winter, Christmas. It's just more fall. So I'm really shocked that they didn't bring this out in their fall line. Next we have apple and spice. You guys get a good look at that one while I read the scent notes. The notes are cinnamon, brown sugar, spiced apples and pears, stirred butter, roasted pecans infused with vanilla essence. Now, on cold, it smells like a nutty baked apple tart. I feel like it has like the nut from the roasted pecans, right? And it does have like this vanilla gourmand scent to it. It smells really good, but like I said, this does not remind me of like Christmas or holiday like January, February. This reminds me of fall. This lasted for about 6 hours and it wasn't really strong. It was about a 3 out of 5. So if you're not into strong scents, I would recommend getting this one if you're still in a fall mood. With comparing the two right here, apple and spice, apple and incense, I would prefer the apple and spice. Next up is butterscotch and allspice. Now, this was the first one that I actually warmed up, but I totally forgot about the scent, so I had to warm it up again. I have 2 cubes left of this. It's like a nice almost orange brown color. The scent notes are spicy pimento berry, sweet bay, and shimmers of ginger spiked atop of a rich butterscotch and vanilla, combining with sweetened toffee and caramel. Now, when warming this up, this reminds me of the Sensational salted buttercream, and that one is super good. I totally recommend that. But this one, smelling it on cold, it has that ginger, that cinnamon note, but when you're warming it up, you actually can't really smell that as much. It's not too strong. You can smell like that caramel butterscotch. It smells so divine. It's warm and it's very gourmand. I feel like it didn't end up lasting a long time. I would say the strength of this was about a 3 out of 5. It lasted about 4 to 5 hours in a small room like this. I actually had it warmed up in one warmer in my thing just to remind myself, like, what does it smell like? I would say this is a fall scent once again. Better Homes and Gardens, what are you guys doing? It's not winter enough. So I feel like next year, if they were to come out with new winter scents, they should do winter. This reminds me of fall. If they did come out with this in the fall, I would eat this up. This one smells really delicious though. The next one, I feel like this one could be compared to butterscotch and allspice. This one is hazelnut and cream, and this one, I had high hopes for this, but when smelling it, it was very weak. The notes are cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg stirred in a comforting brew of almond, hazelnut, and caramel. Toasted coconut and vanilla make this all more delectable. Now, this is what the wax looks like. It looks very similar to the butterscotch and allspice, right? On cold, it smells like a very spiced whipped cream, and when warming this up, sadly, I had a very weak throw. This was more of like a 2 out of 5. It wasn't really strong at all. I feel like I could barely smell the scent. I would have to try it again, give you guys an update on that. I was kind of disappointed. On the wax page, someone said that they really did enjoy this and that it threw well for them. So it honestly, it really depends on your AC, if you have it on, the wind, or what warmer you're using, because that can affect it too. So next I kind of put this into a category with kind of like cherry cranberry scents, because I feel like that's very winter-esque, you know what I'm saying? So the first one we have here is Mary Berry Merlot. The packaging, you guys, very, very cute. This is what the wax looks like, a dark cherry color. The notes to this are rich red grape Merlot wine mulled into cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg, stirred with delectable cranberry, blackberry, and blueberry sweetness. Now, when I was warming this up, it smelled like an imitation cherry to me. Like, it's not very dimensional with the scent, because it says that there's cinnamon and clove. And while I can't really smell that, to be honest with you guys, I did smell the berry note, but it smelled more of like an imitation berry, not very fused into emulsified as a really rich Merlot wine scent. The throw on this was about a 3 out of 5. I probably wouldn't get this again just because I did have high hopes for this, but it just didn't meet my expectations. Honestly, this felt like it was a very cheap wax, because usually with Better Homes and Gardens they do a very good job with their wax melts, but this, I felt like they didn't put enough effort into it. So this one was kind of a dud for me. Next up, we have Candied Cranberries. Candied Cranberries is very potent, you guys. Just from smelling it on cold, I had a very strong fir and balsam note coming into my nose while smelling it on cold. The notes are bright cranberry sparkles with fresh Fraser fir and cypress, fused with notes of wood smoke, cinnamon, and peppered clove. Now, warming this up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a very strong evergreen fir musk note into it. But when warming it up, it was very delightful, and there wasn't really a strong tree note to it, but it was really warm and very nice and perfect for this holiday season. So you guys, I think this would be great for in the kitchen or in the bathroom if you're having like a very small get together with like your family, your nuclear family, opening up the Christmas presents. This would be very nice. And the throw was a 4 out of 5. It was really nice. It really put me into the Christmas mood. Next up, we have Cherry and Balsam. This one is a dark purpley red wax. The notes to this are black cherry, raspberry, and black currant, infused with notes of pine, fir balsam, and spruce for a classical holiday appeal. Vanilla, cedarwood, sandalwood, and amber enhance the seasonality of this fragrance. Now, this scent is what I wanted Mary Berry Merlot to smell like. Oh, this one smells like black cherry Merlot from Bath and Body Works, but it has more of like this fir balsam note into it, which I really enjoy in this scent. And on cold, it smells like a wine. So this is what I feel like if they switched it, oh my gosh, it smells delicious. The strength of this was a 4 out of 5 when warming it. It smelled amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is something that I would probably hoard. I would get a couple backups of this, you guys. This one's a very unique and delicious scent. And I do think that if you're not really into tree or like pine scents, this one, if you want to get a little bit of that note, but the cherry, it just intertwines together and it just makes it smell so delicious in the home. So I would definitely recommend this scent. This one is delicious. So the next scent is Blue Spruce and Tinsel. And you guys, when looking at the picture of this, I really thought this is going to be another strong astringent tree smell. And I know that there are a lot of scents of tree that I was just like, oh no, I feel like I cannot fathom another tree note because they can be so strong, guys. The notes to this are eucalyptus, Siberian pine, and frozen greens intertwined with cardamom, clove bud, and silver geranium for a luminous experience. Blue spruce, amber, vetiver bourbon, and oak moss infused to make a timeless quality fragrance. So this is what the wax looks like. It's just kind of like a moss green. When smelling this on cold, my initial reaction, it it has a very cologne scent. It almost smells like a men's shower gel to me from my experience. The throw on this was a 3.5 out of 5. I did have this in the downstairs on all 4 of my warmers down there. It was not too overpowering because sometimes with cologne scents it can be so strong, but there wasn't a strong tree note. I was really surprised. This one reminds me of like an aromatherapy from Bath and Body Works. This one is delicious. If you guys like the scent of cologne or like a masculine scent, this one is really good, and it does last a long time. I did have this for about a day and a half and it was still lingering in the downstairs. Lastly, we have Magic Mistletoe Kiss. I really do enjoy the name of this one and the packaging. It's really cute. The color of the wax is like a emerald green. The notes to this are bright citrus bergamot and crisp herbaceous juniper berries weave through elements of green pine and mistletoe, touched with a shimmer of peppered woods. I would say, comparing the blue spruce and tinsel, this one has more of like that tree pine note into it rather than a cologne note. While this does have a little bit of a cologne from like the bergamot and the juniper berries, this one was really good. The strength of this was a 3.5 out of 5. It was not too overwhelming when I was warming it. I actually warmed this in my room. It actually has a sweet note. I think that's from the juniper berries, and it mingles really well with like a little bit of that bergamot and the peppered woods in this. And this also has like that green pine note into it. This is a perfect scent to warm if you have like a fake Christmas tree. This is what I'm going to be using because your girl's a broke college student, so I can't afford a real tree yet. But this one, all in all, is really good. And yeah, that was basically it. I'm actually going to rank them for you guys right now, so let's do that really quickly. So my least favorite wax of this was hazelnut and cream. I don't know why, it wasn't strong enough for me, and it didn't smell like it had like enough potential. So there goes the last place for that one. And then for 8th place is apples and incense. While this one is a very strong scent, I'm just not a big fan of cinnamon and like the strong spice scent. But if you do love that kind of scent, I would definitely recommend getting this one. It's very potent, you guys. 7th place is Mary Berry Merlot. I felt like they could have done a better job at imitating a cherry warm wine scent rather than like just putting a fake like cherry flavoring into it. I just feel like this had so much more potential. 6th place goes to Butterscotch and Allspice. While I really did enjoy this scent, it's not very wintry. This is a fall scent. 5th place goes to Apple and Spice. Like, again, it's not winter, but it did smell really good when warming it. 4th place goes to Blue Spruce and Tinsel. This one's a cologne note. I actually really enjoyed it. It wasn't really overpowering, so this one did fine. 3rd place is Magic Mistletoe Kiss. I really enjoyed this one. This really gives me a holiday Christmassy mood when warming this one up. This one's delicious. And look at that packaging. I don't think I can emphasize enough how cute the name, title, and the packaging is. Gorgeous. I'm really shocked that I put this in 2nd place, but this one is Candied Cranberries. This one really just gives like that scent of Christmas time, especially in the home, and I really enjoyed this one, and I thought I didn't. And then lastly, for 1st place is of course Cherry and Balsam, you guys. This one is such a unique, fun scent. Really reminds me of Black Cherry Merlot. So if you do love that scent from Bath and Body Works, definitely give this one a try. This one does have more of like that fir balsam note into it though. But yeah, that was basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying my best to do better reviews and kind of putting my words into my head before saying it, because I do have a little bit of a stuttering problem. So that's why you guys usually see my videos are a little bit choppy, because I like stutter a lot. I'm like, I have to think before I speak. But yeah, that was basically everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait for the new spring scents to come out. Even though it's already December, I'm going to review all of that for you guys, but probably right now I'm going to try not to buy so much wax because I have so much to go through. But yeah, take care you guys, and let me know down in the comments what your favorite holiday scent that Better Homes and Gardens has come out with, or what your favorite overall wintertime Christmas scent for the holiday is. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Bye!